Hello everyone, welcome to Singapore, to the next round of the VFC season. Do you feel it? Do you feel the Sunday night fever? No? Yeah, me neither. Let's go to the qualifying.
We like Forest.
Alrighty, exit from the last chicane. Screwed up the last corner a bit. But okay, going towards turn 1, 300, breaking down to 130 around in third. Now just try to get the most narrow line as possible in second gear. Accelerating up to sixth. Quite a bit tricky this corner because we're not able to use the curb on the outside. But got a good exit. Put the brake bias a bit to the front. Top speed 307 down to second in 120 for turn 4. Here now just basically keep the rhythm, try to put down the traction and maximize the track. The curbs are pretty tricky, but I set up my car pretty good for riding on them. Now the Singapore sling, as much as this chicane, it was a bit tricky because I thought that it might be a cut, but nobody said something, so it's all right. Wasn't really good. Oh, there's one car without a rear wing. Okay. Yeah, just lost in the hairpin a bit time. But yeah, go ahead with the next chicane. Short shift into third to keep the traction down. Now going towards or underneath the in the tunnel. Last chicane before the last two corners. Just use everything you have on momentum. Use the width of the track, and 137 694 sorry, P8, which later on was P9. Yeah. Okay. So 5 lights, and away we go. Brandel quite a bit bad. Yep, bad start from him. Well, I had a good getaway, so now I got tricky in between all the cars. Now I got slight hit from behind, but no damage. So I think I'm P10, lost 1 place because of Brandel due to his poor start. But keep your head down, I was thinking, because it's a long and difficult race, as we know. Singapore is not one of the easiest track to drive on. So yeah, I knew that my qualifying pace will be poor. I knew that my race pace is good. So yeah, all I wanted is to stay patient and good chance around the outside, but didn't want to risk too much against Brandel. I mean, it was his corner anyway, so if we crash, I'll be the one to blame. So I tried to be a bit patient because actually I was hoping for a safety car. I pretty much counted on that, but still keep on going, keep finding the rhythm, and as soon as you found it, just keep the rhythm. So yeah, I was a bit cautious because now you see the car sliding away, so dirty air is huge, even in this mod. So I wasn't able really to put on the laps the way I wanted to, the way my car was set up, and the way I usually would go with my pace. So yeah, Peter's in front of René Weller, Tim Brandel, and myself, and Schumacher and Jungblut.
Just warning for Alexander Knežević, forcing another driver off the track, turn 1.
There you go.
Alexander Knežević, first warning.
First warning of the race. So currently in P10, now the guys are fighting. Actually, I was hoping for a collision to, just dangle yourself through and pick up the places. René Weller is on P7. So now there is the first complaint or whatever. But yeah, I didn't want to risk anything, especially I knew that I'll be very quick in these yeah, narrow corners, or even near lifting and trying to get a wider line into the hairpin to have a better acceleration. But man, I hate the GT Temples car. I mean, they're so quick in the straight. Now I tried it, but as soon as yeah, as I saw that I will not slow the car down enough to stay in front of him, I knew that yeah, we gotta go from the beginning on again. So yeah, it was worth a try. To be honest, I just focused so much on him that I lost the vision for my braking point. So yeah, when now he's going the defending line for whatever reason. Okay, but he stays in front of me. As soon as I started braking, I knew that now I have to commit to the overtaking, because otherwise there will be no chance to slow the car down. And fortunately enough, we didn't crash. So yeah, now trying again to get closer to them. Yeah, missed the braking point a bit here. Yeah, and the main problem was for me that Tim Brendel was so much quicker on a straight, on both straights, and whatever happens, whatever he does, I'm not able to capitalize from that, because apparently we have the same amount of downforce, the same wing. Oh, there you go. The retard is already gone, I think. Yeah, 85-84% will be worse. So yeah, whatever he does, he's pulling away from me on the straight, while Kevin Peters is, yeah, one of those guys who are even slower than my car is on the straight, and still Tim Brendel is not able to overtake him, because apparently we all drive with the same wings, so the same level of downforce. It's just a matter of your engine power and how. Okay, missing the corner again. Just a matter of engine power and how heavy your car is, which directly affecting your tire life. So now you see Peters has got a bit of a gap to Brendel again, but now he's gonna close down, and doesn't matter how I take the turn 3, he's pulling away from me every time. And yeah, it sucks. It was frustrating, but you know, there was nothing I could do. All I had to do is to stay cool and wait for the chance to go by. Maybe Brendel tries to overtake the way I did, and they tangle, or maybe he breaks himself and Peters has no way to go, so they both have to use the extra road, and yeah, I just moved by them. Anything can happen. It's a very long race, so there's no reason to stuck your nose into the corner and say it's my corner, even though it's not. So yeah, just be patient. I know that the car is set up pretty good. To be honest with you, after the last race in Malaysia, I wouldn't say I was not motivated. I simply had no wish for the week to use or to spend a lot of time again for basically nothing, because all I did for Malaysia was trying to work on the slightest things on a setup to improve my driving, to improve my pace, and to be quick. And all I did over the entire week was for the birds. After I set the settings back to what it was, and I was quicker by half a second immediately. So pretty much all you need to do is to take the setup we've been using since Spa. Now Brendel goes for the overtake and goes by, and now it's my turn to move up the next place. Now Peters tries to cut back, was not in the right position, so he lost the place and Brendel is gone, or through at least. Yeah, we've been using the Spa setup since then. and all we have to do is to adapt the downforce, the wings, or obviously the gear selections, so the gear ratio, and maybe a bit of on the front end grip, and that's it. Anything else you do, oh, there he spins away. What a shame for Brendel. Now he gets past, he manages to get past Peters, and now he loses it. That's a big shame for him, but yeah, I didn't care. I moved up to P9 with Kevin Peters right in front of me, and now I was the one to struggle behind him, because this guy has an amazing amount of downforce and cornering grip, but no top speed at all. There you can see already that I'm closing up, just trying to move a bit yeah, out of his slipstream to intimidate him, using the traction with wheel spin, which is apparently helping you to accelerate quicker, and therefore ruining the tires. Now you see 73% both, which is quite a bit of unusual, because in the past races the front tires are the ones to suffer more, but this time it's the rear tires. And I don't know why, because I set up my car like that. I had to change the suspension values to be able to attack the curbings in the second sector, which is pivotal for my racing stint overall. But now I really struggle with him, because he's obviously definitely slower than I am, but there's no chance to get past him. It's on this straight or on the other. And in both ways, I'm losing time right behind him due to dirty air, and just unable to be as close as possible to him to use my speed advantage. And I think that's exactly the same what Tim Brendel suffers on, staying behind Peters, while Weller is already almost 7 seconds away from us. And now you can see I start struggling on the rear end. So, as I said, the tires are losing around 4 to 5% on their life per lap.
First warning for Fabian Jungblut, track limits. First warning, Fabian Jungblut, track limits.
That's the guy right behind me. But okay, yeah, 4 to 5% per lap with these kind of slides, even more. They get harder and so on, so we know this problem. And yeah, traction is so important for a track like this, especially where there's not much possibility to gain time with your pure, oh, that was bad. With your pure speed. Now I get slight damage, but it wasn't that much. I mean, it didn't affect my car handling at all. Oh, there you see. There you go again. It wasn't in a prior laps. It wasn't like that. So, as I said, the tires are suffering as long, yeah, 63, 65. What did we have last lap? Or 1.5 laps prior? 73%. So there you go. You know, it's huge tire drag on the rear end, and you already can see it on the way like I'm driving. I have to correct every time. Every little movement can cost you time, temperature, and at the end of the day, tire life. And we're already 7 laps in, so yeah, heavy tire drag, that's for sure. Now Jungblut and the Cutis are not far away from me, while the gap to Peters gets bigger. I mean, he does not struggle as much as I do. But on the other side, I was able to stay in front of Jungblut, and yeah, now he's coming closer on the straight. Again, so much higher top speed than we do, but on all other occasions I'm quicker than him, so pretty much even from every perspective, but tire wear. yeah, actually just trying to be as close as possible to him, to Peters, and at the same time looking back to Jungblut, what is he up to. I know this. He's a smart driver, so he will also not risk everything for just gaining one place in lap 8 or lap 7. So yeah, we actually all were pretty cautious and had to wait how the race will keep unfolding. I think at this time, again, screwed up the last corner. I think around lap 8, I think, yeah. I started to think about pitting a bit earlier. All I wanted is to pit around lap 12. And yeah, now it got really tricky because I have to carry the tires 55 and 58% while 72 and 61 on the fronts. Just huge. Yeah, at the end of the day, I had to carry on because my teammate was on a 4-strut strategy only because of the rear tires to be able to push quite a bit more. It wasn't really, I mean, as I said, I didn't practice at all. Maybe today for two and a half hours or something like that, but even to me it wasn't really, there you can see, you keep sliding and sliding. Even to me it wasn't really a smart strategy because the pit speed, the speed in a pit is 59-60 kph, so you lose a lot of time in the pits, and yeah, what was that, around 40 seconds or something. So 40 seconds multiplied by 4 is a lot of time. So all I wanted to do is to cut short one stop and yeah, make a 3-stop, which automatically means that you have to carry on the tires for quite a long time. So basically,
Drive-through penalty for Marvin Schumacher driving over the pit entry line. Drive-through penalty for Marvin Schumacher.
yeah, the pit entry and the pit exit is quite tricky as well, but yeah, actually I planned to, you know, bring the car absolutely to the top with 75 liters and just keep on going with as much fuel as possible. On the other side, I was thinking if we're gonna have a safety car, then maybe it's better to be quite a bit lighter and use your fuel later to be more flexible for safety car action. So I decided to put up fuel for around 12-13 laps, and yeah, then having a very long stint afterwards. So yeah, I had to take 75 liters twice, and yeah, on this, no, Jungblut is crashing to me, the cutest, and so on. Poland is the one who capitalizes from that. It was not intentional. Really, it was not intentional. I knew that he pitted one lap prior, but it wasn't intentional. I just lost it. I just lost the car and a braking under, yeah, actually under turning in. So the only option for me was to pit now. So actually in lap 10, now you see 40 and 45%. It's the grip is simply falling off the cliff. This is what we get penalties for. Yeah, and which is quite huge for me now is I still have 7.5 liters in my tank, which will be crucial towards the end because at the last stint I had to save some fuel because otherwise I wouldn't have made it. But at the end, yeah, I didn't really thought about the end. I was focusing on my current situation. So 75 liters, new tires, damage corrected. Now I find myself in P14, and I would say let's begin the second stint without any comments at all. to keep you watching the race in peace. Yeah, and see you at the checkered flag.
First warning for René Villa. Track limits. First warning, René Villa.
Gibt es einen Safety Car?
Keine Ahnung, nee, glaub nicht. Ich bin raus.
Ah, okay.
Jetzt was langsam eigentlich, aber.
Ja, nee. Ist schon in Ordnung so.
Ach, das war doch. Das grad. Naja, viel Glück mit Freunden.
Gut, danke.
Drive-through penalty for Mark Schlüter driving over the white line at pit entry. Drive-through penalty for Mark Schlüter.
User disconnected from your channel.
Ich finde die Strafe ja zu hart.
Für die Einfahrt doch, oder?
Ja. Aber trotzdem, Drive-Thru, würde ich sagen 5 Sekunden oder 10 Sekunden. Drive-Thru sind hier 25 Sekunden, die du verlierst.
Ich finde die Ausfahrt viel enger.
Wobei dort auch unter normalen Umständen nie was passiert.
Drive-through penalty for Jonis Volborn causing a collision with Mark Schlitter at turn 16. Drive-through penalty for Jonis Volborn.
Wo sind denn die Warnungen hin?
Was?
Wo bleiben die Warnungen? Die teilen ja jetzt nur Strafen aus.
Ja, keine Ahnung, wenn es eindeutig ist.
Auf welchem Platz bist du?
Zweiter. Jetzt erster, weil Janis gerade seine Drive-Thru macht.
Mach weiter so. Sehr schön.
Ich überlege jetzt auf eine 3-Stop zu switchen. Muss ich halt mit den anderen beiden Reifen jeweils 4 Runden länger fahren. Das könnte halt haarig werden.
First warning for Jonis Volborn, track limits. First warning, Jonis Volborn, track limits.
Das ist jetzt auch unglücklich. Mir gerade das ins Auge geflogen ist.
Hast du Schaden?
Ha?
Hast du Schaden?
Nee, aber hab gut Tempo rausnehmen müssen. War mal gestochen wie Hölle. Aber gut. Pass auf im zweiten Sektor, Cavalier ohne Heckflügel.
Wo genau?
Diese Gegend gerade, kurz also gerade. So nach der Haarnadel.
Copy that, ich komme da gerade hin.
First warning for Larry Fisher, track limits. First warning, Larry Fisher, track limits.
Es wird auch nicht geschaut, ob es überhaupt einen Vorteil gegeben hat. Es gibt dabei, glaube ich, entweder weiß oder schwarz.
Ja, habe ich vorher im Briefing auch nochmal geschrieben, dass zum Beispiel die letzte Kurve gar nichts bringt. Aber er meinte, gut, dann fahr halt nicht raus. Ah ja. Komm. Head down.
Ja, meine Reifen sind komplett am Arsch.
Hm.
Und ich bin
Okay.
einfach nur auf dieses grüne, dieses andere Gras da untersteuert. Also das war noch nicht mal eine Cut-Absicht. Und um den Wagen nicht zu verlieren, bin
Ja.
ich sogar vom Gas gegangen. Aber gut, Sache weiß oder schwarz, ne?
So sieht's aus.
Im Sektor 2 fahre ich langsam ohne Flügel. Wenn du da ankommst, sei vorsichtig.
Okay.
Ich habe hier hinten die Reifen hinten um die 45%.
Oh, das klingt schon so, als würde es dir hart wehtun.
Das hat mich auch gerade umgehauen, also gedreht. ich bin wieder im Rennen auf Platz 12.
Alles noch drin. Gerade mal die Hälfte vorbei.
Gleich auf der Backstraight lasse ich die vorbei. Ich bleib jetzt rechts.
Jo, danke.
dringend ein Safety Car, sonst muss ich jetzt weiter Sprit sparen.
Drive-through penalty for Lorenzo Di Cutis for reckless driving. Drive-through penalty for Lorenzo Di Cutis.
Und Lorenzo Magnussen strikes again.
Noch 5 Runden to go, Hinterreifen bei 70%.
Great job, mate. Mach weiter so. Alrighty, P10, we finish in 10th place, securing 1 point. Rainy Weller goes past me. I was really fortunate that he spun a half lap prior because he was definitely quicker. I think he stopped a few laps before for some fuel and maybe fresher tires. So basically one or two laps without a spin and I would have been P11. So got pretty lucky with that. To be honest with you guys, P10 is not where I want to be because the car is definitely capable of being within the top 5, top 6. So I'm pretty much the Pierre Gasly of Cesario. But it was, it was tricky. As I said before, I didn't practice until today in the morning. So yeah, I had a job interview to prepare for the entire week. So I had no time and simply no will to keep on pushing, to keep on practicing all week long as I did for Malaysia. Towards the end, ending up with nothing but wasted time. So I practiced today, was pretty successful with building pretty much a good setup. Maybe quite a bit of too much tire deck at the rear end, which was tricky with my strategy. But start was good. Unfortunately, I lost a place because Brendel was quite slow there. But overall, I mean, I struggled a lot with the tires. I spun twice. I had one collision with Peters, which he apologized for because it was quite, unexpected for him to see me slowing down in a penultimate corner. Now quite traffic jam here. Sorry for that. Interesting fight with Lorenzo Magnus. De Cutis, who proves another time that he's the dirtiest driver in the league. He saw me struggling, but now he has to drive like a maniac, so he got penalized for. I put him into the trap and he reacted the way I wanted to reply to it. So he put his nose into the corner, which was mine, forcing me into the wall and leaving me behind with a severe damage. So I proved my point with a trap. Was it smart from my side to defend like I did? No, it wasn't. Shouldn't I have pitted later again to pick up some more fuel? Yes, I did. But as I said, I wanted to prove a point that he's driving really reckless and trying to put his nose up to the corner, even though he should maybe just slow down and lift off. But there are some drivers out there who are not thinking even further than the next corner. Now I just chatted my opinion to a guy who really never practices, just maybe 1 or 2 hours before the race and can barely keep his car on track. But 2 more races with that mod. I have no clue what the next race will be, but to be honest with you, I'm happy to finish this one. Just parking it in a box and be happy with that 1 point. Could have been more, obviously, but there were some different things I wanted to focus on within the week, so the race was not really the most important thing for me in that current stage. What I want to say is thanks a lot for watching. I hope the next race will be better. At least I finished that one. Thanks a lot and have a good one. Bye.